Hi, good morning YouTube on this Sunday. I'm back with this Motorola radio. The picture that you see is the selenium rectifier. One of the things I noticed right away when I took this chassis out is this here is the spot where that solder spot right there is normally where that should be connected to. But it has either have been moved or it was done that way at the factory, which wouldn't make a lot of sense, I wouldn't think. Here's the other one. You can see it's in there, cattywampus. And I'm just wondering, because if you look at the underneath side, which I'm going to point out here in a minute, but I'm sure that's where that goes. Not sure exactly why it's like that, but let's look at the other side. Now this is the other side. Now here, there is very, I think it is connected there, but that's either, like I said, that's either a modification of some kind or something, because obviously here is where it goes. And it's been moved over here. Why, I have no idea. That's just strange. I thought I would point that out. This is going to be replaced anyway, but I just thought that was strange, the way that was set up. And like I said, it's either been changed at some time when it was worked on, or why would in the world would you move it over there when you have a perfectly good hole here to put it in? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, just wanted to point that out, and I'm going to, like I said, take that out. And this is the other thing I'm going to take out, is the filter capacitor. I'm going to take a look at the underneath side of that. It just looks like three lugs and the outer negative part of it. I'll probably hook up my desoldering tool for that. I think I can get the selenium rectifier out without the desoldering tool, but I'll go back in after I hook that up and clean off these traces here. That part's just strange. I don't understand that at all. Copyright 1960 Motorola, so this is about a 61 model then. I was right about that. Like I said, Bob Gibbons suggested I test a tube, and I done forgot which one it was, but it's on my phone, for cathode something short. I forget now what he said. It was early this morning. I was half awake, but anyway, everything else seems to be in order. This is one of the early examples of printed circuit board. They were in their infancy back then, doing these this way, and it's kind of weird the way this is set up. I just wondered if there's like a insulator between this, you can see in that, this here, and the board itself, because you have traces running through there, and this is metal, so, or I think it's metal. I'm just wondering, so it's kind of weird. So everything looks to be in pretty good shape. Not a lot of components to this, really. And so the radio section is really kind of left out in the cold on this, because it's just a converter, mixer converter, and one IF stage, and that's it. And then it goes right into the detector. So anywho, that's what this thing looks like. I've been in contact with Ron C., who has graciously consented to try his hand at building a bezel for the front of this radio. I have some clear plastic to use for the dial face itself, and he's going to try to do the outer ring and maybe the inner part. We shall see. But anyway, that's what I'm doing this morning. I want to take this out, and like I said, take the where's it at? There it is. I've got this thing zoomed in too far. That's what the problem is. There we go. Alright, there's our filter can. And that's... Alright, bring it back. Alright, as you can see, I have the selenium rectifier out now. And like I say, here's the bottom of this. Here's one space for the selenium rectifier. Here is where they made a hole in the chassis to put this over here, and then ran a wire over here. This is the wire. I don't have any clue why they did that, but they did do that. Now that looks kind of like a replacement, maybe, selenium rectifier. I mean, it's not bad shape. I mean, you know. But I'm going ahead and replace it because these things just can't be trusted. And not that hard to replace. So. And like I said, we'll do that. And I've got my desoldering tool heating up, and we'll work on this what here down here next. Alright, what we have here now is the old can capacitor out, filter capacitor. Tore up the circuit board quite a bit. These early examples of circuit boards were not very hardy at all, and this is old too, so it's not like it's you know, but I guess this would be an early example of a double-sided board because obviously it's got traces on both sides. So anyway, these will be easy enough to fix. That's not a problem. Like I say, it's just a matter of getting everything back in like it was, and that'll be done with no problem, I think. So, alright, this is going to do this one. I probably will go ahead and put a diode back in there and get that all wired back up, and get this all this fusible resistor has to come out too. I could take that out, I reckon. So, like I said, this is a little bit difficult. I've had my desoldering tool to get both of this out, but it just, like I said, it just didn't work as it did normally, or does normally, I should say. But anyway, as you can see, this is double-sided because it's got the traces on both sides. This is the fusible resistor right here. I may be able to take that out with just the soldering iron because I've already unhooked my other one. So we'll see what we can do with that. I may bring you back, don't know. Alright, well, what we got here is the fusible resistor out. And there you can see it, barely make it out, 22 ohms right there. This pulled up. About everything you do on these old circuit boards make the traces pull up. But it's not, this is probably not even necessary because I probably will go from here to here and there to there with the resistor that I replace it with. So it's not a big deal. The components I'm going to put back in here obviously are going to be smaller than these. So, you know. Alright, that's going to do it. That's where we're at with the Motorola. Just waiting on parts, and Ron C, like I said, is working on a part for the cabinet. I appreciate that, Ron, and we will catch all you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you.
That's all, folks.